Well, after Seven, he went on to do The Game 2 years later. This is a Michael Douglas film. Also has Sean Penn. I had never seen this until last night. Harry, you had never seen this until within the last day, I think, as well.
Yeah.
So, what are your initial thoughts on this one?
Uh, Compared to Seven, um, I liked the game. I think it's good. I think it's really good. I think it overstays its welcome, but I think it's really good. I think Michael Douglas is great at being a piece of shit. But he's like that in a lot of his fucking roles. But he's great. He loves that role. He loves it. It's a step down in terms of quality for me from Seven, but that's hard. That's a tough fast to kind of meet that standard. I like the idea. The idea of the game's awesome. I don't really want to spoil it in case someone else hasn't seen it, but the idea of the game's. I feel like we have to spoil these sort of things, right?
You just spoil it a little bit. So, I guess if you have not seen the game and you want to, maybe go ahead and skip the next
Yeah, there's time codes down below.
5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's time codes down below. Go to the next one. But the idea of the game being like an opportunity to like truly appreciate your life for if you've kind of lost that grasp. I love that idea. I think it's great. I think
Mhm.
it did too many twists and turns for me to keep caring. Of like it's just like, oh no, this person's actually doing this, oh, no, but this person's actually doing this. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I get. And then every time you meet someone, you're like, I guess this person's in on it as well. It's like, oh, it is. Oh,
Yeah,
like
my review was literally how many plot twists can you fit into one film? David Fincher. Yes.
that's
It's just
good.
like it was just endless. Like I was getting a little bit exhausted watching the movie, and I don't like movies that make me feel exhausted, but I did love the premise and I liked the performances, and I did think that like a lot of the idea of it was really cool. So I
Yeah,
did give it like a low 4. But I do agree with you that it's like gets really repetitive and like it's kind of like, okay, when are we finally gonna like get to the final resolution here, not just keep twisting things around every 20 minutes.
yeah,
So it gets a little bit repetitive at that point.
yeah. My review was this is the story of a man desperately trying to avoid therapy, which is
Yeah.
wholeheartedly true. Just go to a fucking therapist. Who's paying
Which
for the damages? That's
I
what
have
I
I have a point on
go
that
on.
therapy note. This is definitely a 90s movie
Yep.
because the brother, like one of the first things he says, and they sit down to have that whenever they meet at the restaurant the first time, he says something like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm not seeing the shrink anymore." Like it's some like you're
Some bad
crazy
thing.
if you see a
Yeah.
shrink. But that's so typical of that time period, especially for men. I feel like if you told someone you were seeing a shrink in the 90s, it's like you're a crazy person.
You're nuts.
But I
Yeah.
was kind of like, this is a nice like whole circle moment. Like we live in a time now where it's okay to be medicated if you need to. It's okay to have therapy.
It's
Um,
encouraged.
so I did find that interesting, yeah, to like kind of realize how far removed we are from something that came out, what, 26 years ago.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, just the result of this movie is just please go to therapy.
Yeah.
That's a better
Just
solution than this crazy game.
fucking do it, you coward. That's all it is.
But yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed Michael Douglas's performance here. I don't think that it's his best for me, like of all time, but I think it was good. Um, I liked the actress that played Christine, I think was her like first name she gave, the waitress that ended
Okay.
up
Deborah
being,
Deborah Kara Unger.
yeah, I'm not familiar with her, but I did like her in this. I thought she was good for what her role was supposed to be.
She was
But yeah,
in
I
the
don't know. I feel
Silent
like,
Hill movie.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I totally remember her now that you're saying that.
Yeah. She was in
I
Silent
actually
Hill.
really like that movie.
She was in 13.
Um,
Remember the movie 13, 2003?
I don't think I've seen that one. I do know what
Okay.
you're talking about, but I've never seen it.
Okay. Sorry, continue.
But yeah, so no, it's okay. I just I like the acting performances. But yeah, just a little too many twists and turns for me. But I still think it was a solid story. It did all come together, it was cohesive in that sense, but could have been maybe a little shorter, maybe a little bit less plot twists, and it would have been maybe a bit better.
It's the worst birthday ever.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I want anyone in my family to give this game to me as a birthday present.
Yeah, it's kind of a massive insult, right? Like, if you're given this as a birthday present and the birthday present is you're a piece of shit, stop being that. Basically, if we read between the lines, like, if my brother did that to me, I'd be asking some questions rather than being like, hey, I'll go halves on it with you. It's like, what? Who pays the
And
damages,
also,
Ash? There is so much shit that gets destroyed. They're like, oh,
oh yeah, like
we were shooting blanks. Okay, why are there bullet holes in my fucking car now? No one.
well, and like how does he know all these people to get them all involved? And like when he falls through the fucking building and like all the glass, it's like that was all so expensive. Like I
Oh,
don't understand where all this
breakaway
money is coming
glass.
from.
Yeah, there was also breakaway poles and beams that he fell through as well. Is that like,
What did the t-shirt say? I got drugged and
and
woke
woke up
up
in
in
Mexico.
Mexico and all I got is this t-shirt. That was the like that was a part that I actually like laughed out
That was
loud
good. That was a
at.
good point. Yeah, that's good.
That was a good little moment. So yeah, the game is definitely interesting, definitely, a little bit unique. And I guess in Fincher's filmography, it definitely has its own style there, but not my favorite.
No, I think I liked it a little bit less. That I think it's good. I think it's really good. I think you need to watch it if you want to if you like Fincher films, just to get like a grasp of his
Mhm.
evolution. But yeah,
Yes.
I do believe it overstates its welcome.